So hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. I hope you have been having a good day. You had a productive one at that. Basically, I also did have a good day. But then though there were some things that I had not cleared, but then at least God is gracious. At least I cleared them. And right now, I can now concentrate with my exams. As I do some things that I want to do as a youth. Because I remember there is a person that did tell me. That use your energy as a youth before the energy fades away. Use your energy as a youth before the energy fades away. There's a person that did tell me that, so I normally use everything that I've got. Basically when as a youth, but though there are days that I know so I normally use the energy, though there are days that as I told you, there are days that you will feel like you want to give up, but then as I told you, no man is an island, so you should at least pray to God to show you people that can put some sense back to you, can put some sense back to your mind, of which I got the people, of which I'm grateful for them. So yeah, so thank you, and I thank them normally. So like almost daily, I thank them almost daily because they put some sense back to me, and I continue with my life. They put some sense back to me. I continue with my life as a youth, my life as a student, my life as a daughter, my life as an aunt, my life as a cousin, my life as a niece, because I'm also a niece, my life as a granddaughter, because I'm also a granddaughter, my life as a goddaughter, because I'm also a goddaughter. So my life was basically, I carry different hearts. So I know, of which I'm grateful to God. I thank Him daily and I tell Him that I'm grateful that you gave me the various hearts that I've mentioned. So of which I'm here to address something. So as I told you, I'm a media student, of which being a media student, I normally look at my social media. I'm also on Facebook. So I just seen, if the people that know someone they call Presenter Kai. Presenter Kai did say that he actually did write that life is not favoring people that got C+. For the people that are readers, there's this book that Robert Kiyosaki also removed. Besides removing Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki also removed that why A students are hired by C students. Why A students are hired by C students. So, of which I'm going just to mention something. For the people that are readers, you can either buy that book or download it from Play Store. So it is called Why A Students Hire C Students. And I'm going to say that as an A student, you think that a person that is a C student is not an hard worker. You think that the person that is not an A student is not an hard worker. So that is your thinking. So for the people that some of them actually not all, some of them actually behave poorly to the C students. That's why you can find later on in life you can find a C student hiring an A student. That's why there's a shot that I did put where Apostle Joshua Selman is saying, don't despise anyone. You could despise someone that is right now does not have the money, cannot afford to do some things for themselves, but later on you could once you're going to open some office, you're going to find that person that you despise. So of which I'm going to say it, don't despise anyone. Don't despise anyone. Today you could be going for the conferences as a person probably that is in the academia. You could be going for those conferences. You could be going for those conferences. You could be going to. You could travel. You could be traveling. You could be traveling. And then me, because then for example, I'm going to put myself as the example. Then for example, me, you see me as a person that is nothing. You see me as a person that is nothing. A person that is not going for the conferences. I'm not going for the conferences. I'm not going for the conferences. I'm not taking myself. I cannot afford some things. Then you could see me as a nobody. Then later on in life, like 15 years later or 20 years later, you find me in an office. I call you for something. You find me in an office. You find me in an office. So, of which I'm going to tell you, don't despise anyone. That was just an example. Don't despise anyone. Don't despise anyone. So today I could be this young. I could be this young adult. I could be this young adult that is looking for things that is. I could be this young adult. Then you see me as a nobody. But later on, 15 years later, you find me driving. You find me traveling across the world. You find me driving. You find me traveling across the world. So don't despise anyone. Don't despise anyone. Don't despise anyone. Don't despise anyone. Because, as I told you, God can just do this. Then your story can go to square one. So don't despise anyone. Don't despise anyone. Don't despise anyone. Because God can just do this. Then your story goes to square one. He can just turn your life and make it to where you started. So don't despise anyone. You just remain humble. You just remain humble and continue, and don't change your behavior. You just remain humble and don't change your behavior, because as I told you, God can just do this and you go back to square one, of which you don't want to go back to where you started. So it is better you remain humble and you don't despise anyone. So do have yourselves a good night. And so watch, like, comment, share and subscribe.